the Week 7 discussion board. Today, the two articles I'm going to discuss is Problems with Municipal Administration and Watergate, Implications for Responsible Government. This was by Jane Addams, Problems with Municipal Administration, written in 1904. This article was interesting as it discussed the problems faced by municipal administrators in the early 20th century. She theorized that the main problem arose from administrators holding on to 18th century government philosophy, which focused mainly on the rights of property rights rather than the needs of the people. Overall, they also had a distrust of people as well, which basically caused a very undemocratic environment. During this time, the cities had a huge influx of immigrants, and along with this influx came an influx of people's problems. And the way that these administrations were set up, they were not equipped to handle these people's problems. Basically, what this did was disenfranchise citizens and who became just overall indifferent about politics and voting, and even caused some of them to rebel, which then caused the administration to enact restrictions to squash the rebellions. At the end of the article, Addams provided some potential solutions, with one of them being to promote a system that engages and utilizes the community to help drive decisions, which that solution really kind of leads me into my peer review article I chose, which was Constructive Conflict, Participation, and Shared Governments by Maria Veronica Elias and Mohammed Al-Qadri, which was published in 2011 in Administration and Society. This article discussed citizens' participation in government process, and they highlighted Mary Parker Follett's theory of construction conflict as a method of achieving this participation. The authors concluded that Follett's theory really was the best form for citizens and administrators to come together and create both democratic and effective policy by allowing them to use collective practices to inform the process, make sense of the problems, and then devise solutions, or what Follett would refer to as the law of the situation. The second article I chose was Watergate, Implications of Responsible Government, which was written by Frederick Mosher and others in 1974. I chose this article because I recently visited the Nixon Library in Yorba Linda and just wanted to better understand the event in general. But what they did was they evaluated multiple interpretations of the event about why they happened. One of the interpretations was that it was the behavior of the actors that was unique and unlikely to happen again. A second interpretation was that the behaviors have been going on for a long time, way prior to this organization. It was just continuing. And then the third interpretation was that it was a combination of both. The article went on to discuss the climate of the Nixon administration and the push for a strong president, where the political side of the dichotomy bled into the administrative side. And it was also discussed how government officials were still under law, but just as important, they were under moral obligations to the people that they serve. The article also identifies recommendations made to strengthen ethical standards, but really at the end of the day, there was still no fail-safe measure that can be taken to deter individuals from acting unethical. The assurance of high standards really comes from people like us who are aspiring to be in the public office and the values that we carry with us. The peer review journal I chose expanded on these ideas. This was an article written in 1955 by Huddleston and Sands titled Enforcing Administrative Ethics, and was published in American Academy of Political Social Science. This article discussed the need for a variety of enforcement mechanisms to maintain high standards of ethical behavior by public administrators. However, they kind of came to the same conclusion that enforcement mechanisms really will not completely stop individuals from unethical behavior. And until the situation in which unethical behavior completely stops, then the best form of checks and balances really comes from outside organizations keeping an eye. And we still see today, we see countless examples of unethical behavior coming from government agencies. But as long as we continue to have whistleblowers and the media continues to play an important role in shedding light on issues, then we really just have to deal with these on a case-by-case basis. Video, I look forward to watching yours.